Everybody, welcome to our next level live. Oh wait, I'm supposed to play this. Eh? Is it working? Hello everyone. Welcome to our next level live. How are you guys? Can you guys hear me? If you can you let me know what do you have for dinner? Okay, let me know what you guys had for dinner so that I can see whether you guys are reacting or not. Okay, let me just check my chat as well. Okay. Oh, okay. There's quite a number of you guys here. Hello, please say hi so I know that this is working. Hey, hi, Ivan. Nice to see you. Ivan had four fingers. Wow, Ivan, very unhealthy, after you attended our last weekend's class, is it very you need something heaty, is it, to make you relax a little bit because now the market is at an all-time high. Everyone very excited, right? Okay. Okay, hi Alien, and also hi Ivan, AK, Cam's Lab as well. Hey, Margaret, you haven't had dinner? Wow, now 8 o'clock already. Maybe you had dinner usually very, very late, is it? Okay, anyway, today very, very exciting. I excited until I got pimple pop up already. Okay, because we are going to be sharing hey, let me share my slides. Okay, let me full screen it so it's easier to see. Okay, so today we are actually talking about 5 AI SaaS, which is also known as SaaS companies to hold for the next decade. Okay, so for the next 1 hour, or maybe if y'all don't have much questions, then I can go through quite quickly lah. For the next 1 hour, we're gonna talk about 5 companies, and maybe we can take a look at certain charts as well. If you guys are interested, are you guys interested? If you're interested, say yes. Okay, interested, say yes. If you're not interested, then maybe I just take like 15 minutes. I just tell you guys the companies that I'm going to be sharing. Okay, because based on last time, I actually asked some of you guys whether you all prefer us to do a little bit more preparation in terms of the PowerPoint slides, or you all prefer like a bit of more chit chat session. So I'm just changing it up a little bit lah. Sometimes we do a little bit of slides. Sometimes we do a little bit more free flow lah. So whenever your questions come in, then I will just answer lah. Okay. So this is just to make it interesting for you guys lah, and also interesting for myself also lah. If not, I always prepare slides very boring. So today I'm gonna be sharing a little bit of slides, but we can also open up to the floor for some questions if you guys have any later on. Okay, so if I share like that, can you all see my face? Is it you all cannot see my face? Wait let me see. Hey, wow, I cannot see my face one. Okay, wait. How can I share the screen with my face still there? Hmm. Never mind. It's okay not to see my face. Or you're very interested to see my face. Never mind, I show you guys the slide. Then maybe once in a while I stop share for a while lah. Then y'all still can see some of the things. Okay, let me stop share the messages first. Okay. Okay. How come I cannot share with my face on? Okay, never mind. Let's go back to this. And today, let me ask you guys: do you know what is SaaS? SaaS companies. Anybody knows? If you know, can you also type in the chat what is the SaaS companies? Okay, while you guys are reacting, because this is a little bit delayed, while you guys are reacting, let me try to solve this problem to see whether can see my face or not. Okay. Oh, maybe I'm not sharing the correct screen. Okay, some of you guys got it correctly. SaaS means software as a service. Okay. Okay, I know already. Wow. Now my face too big, a bit scary. Okay, this is better. Okay, so y'all can see my face already. Oh, y'all want my face bigger? Okay, a bit too scary, yeah. Okay, like that okay. A bit smaller. Okay, so what is SaaS? Is actually software as a service. Okay, what does software as a service means? It probably means mainly a subscription model, which means this software is actually sold as a service, as a subscription to many of the companies, even individuals out there. So today, we want to look at software as a service because let's say if we look at it, right, instead of buying the software once, a lot of products out there, listed companies, you just buy it one time, then people can unsubscribe. They once they don't use the service anymore, they can unsubscribe. That's why for iPhone, Apple, they also have iCloud. They also have so many different services that they want you to continue paying. Because if let's say you only pay one time and there's no other service left, the next time you purchase from, let's say, Apple, is where you change your iPhone, which happens. By the way, iPhone just came out. iPhone 17. Have you guys went to see the iPhone 17 yet? Have you guys went to see it? Because I have some friends working in the telco businesses, and actually went to ask him, hey, how was the sales of iPhone 17? And he told me that the iPhone 17, okay, at least in Singapore, it has sold out. It has sold out. Then I'm like, wow, that means it's doing quite well. But when I look at the iPhone 17 design, I'm like, a bit question mark. It's like, wow, this kind also can sold out. Because there was not much innovation when I look at it. And it looked a little bit like an Android phone, if you know what I mean. And basically when the iPhone Air came out, okay, I digress a bit. Okay, very, very exciting. I always like to look at all this new launch and things like that. See how they do their marketing and their business. So they actually have this iPhone Air, which is like, I think, slightly thinner than whatever iPhones that we already are very familiar with and we already have. So interestingly, there's a lot of criticism about the iPhone 17 online. Okay, I don't digress so much. So basically we want companies that have a subscription business so that they can continuously charge the customers. And this recurring model is also something that can give us a more expected revenue that is coming in. Okay, later I'll show you some companies that you will know what I mean. So they have very predictable revenues, predictable recurring charges to their customers. So that you know that, okay, this part of the business at least is very expected, is very sustainable. We don't have to, put so much marketing efforts into it, because you just need to focus on the product, servicing the current customers, be it like the government contracts and all that. So that's why a lot of investors actually love it. Okay, so basically, okay, come back to this. Basically, software as a service, SaaS, is where customers can subscribe to it. They can access to the cloud service and things like that. Okay, example. Okay, these some of them we'll go through later. Example is Salesforce, which is CRM software. Zoom, which we always use quite often for work, is also a subscription model, and of course, Datadog. Okay, so we're going to talk about some of the companies later on. And the key traits of these SaaS companies is a subscription model. They can go by monthly or annually. And usually annually is a little bit cheaper because they want you to subscribe for the 1 year so that they can collect your money upfront. Okay, they don't have to collect it monthly. And then they are usually very accessible everywhere. It is cloud-based, it is service, everything is online. Okay, and there's always continuous updates and improvements so that they can retain their customers. So for SaaS companies, it's very important that they retain the customers because they already spend so much effort. Go and make this customer buy already. And what they need to do is just to service them properly and retain them for however long that they want to retain them. So it's important for them to have this continuous update. Okay, I even say NTFL. Okay, yeah. So there are companies that do that, and the good thing about this is that it's freaking scalable. It's freaking scalable. Let me see if I can turn on the pen here. Yeah, it's freaking scalable, and whatever additional customers that they add on, there's no additional effort because there's low marginal cost to service more clients. So, for example, like let's say you have your Netflix subscription. Your Netflix subscription, whether is it they are serving 10 people or they are serving 10 million people, is the same. The software stays the same. You just plug it into your computer, your television, and all that. So it doesn't require additional efforts for them to have many customers. Okay, maybe marginal efforts lah. Okay, maybe they need to have more customer service lah. Okay, more cloud based software stuff so that it can support the technology. But 10 customers versus 10 million customers, it's not going to be very big difference for them. So that's why it's so scalable. It can serve from thousands to even millions of users. Okay, so why investors are okay? Personally, I do have some SaaS companies in my portfolio. Okay, few of it later I'll share with you lah. Okay, there's also some opportunities right now on the 5 companies that I'll share with you later. Okay, are you guys excited or not? Excited? Let me know. Okay, if let's say these companies have opportunities and you all like to see all these opportunities let me know, then I can try to share a little bit more in the next few upcoming next level live lah. Okay, hey, only Ivan excited the rest of you 90 of you not excited okay lah, I very excited lah. Okay, so anyway, why investors love SaaS companies, right, is because it has a very recurring revenue. Like what I said, it's very predictable, it's very steady, just like Netflix. And investors love this kind of very predictable revenue because every quarter, if you can see, okay, roughly they are hitting all their revenue estimates, they are hitting very consistently lah. So that's why as investors we need to know for certain companies what are their benefits. Okay, why does this kind of companies have a certain edge over other companies? Okay, so it's also easier to forecast, like what I said, compared to other companies. There is maybe your software license. Okay, it's easier to forecast. Okay, and also higher margins as well. Number 2, so once the software is built, like I said, adding new customers is relatively low cost to them. Okay, they just need to find the customers to come in, and then the servicing part is usually very, very small cost in terms of the differences. Okay, and also high gross margin. Okay, most SaaS companies, 70 to 80% is their gross margin. Okay, maybe not the net margin, but gross margin mainly they are 70 to 80%. Okay, wow, I cut away the thing. But anyway, yeah, so another thing is they also have strong customer retention. And that's what we love. Okay, they have very sticky products. I think 3 out of 5 of the companies later I show you is very sticky. Okay, once the businesses use them, it's a bit hard to switch lah. Okay, this is what we call the switching cost. So it's very difficult to switch. I mean, your Netflix subscription, personally, is very easy to switch lah. If let's say there is like Disney Plus come out with all the very, very good shows, I don't mind switching lah. But for businesses, it's a little bit different because businesses usually is harder to switch in terms of their subscription. Okay, especially big government companies, big government contracts, it's harder to change because it takes so much effort to make them to change. Okay, and also high NRR. Okay, net recurring retention. Okay, net revenue retention, I mean, okay, so that the customers, they can keep paying and paying, and often we realize this, they pay more and more over time. Okay, so another reason, okay, the number 4 reason is also scalability. Like what I said, you can grow rapidly across different countries, different industries without much infrastructure cost, and it's also a very easy global reach as well. Okay, and now we add on the AI part. Is actually a very good growth catalyst. Okay, so a lot of companies they are actually embedding. Later, one of the companies that is also in my portfolio, I'll share with you. They are including AI into these platforms. Okay, making their products better and better, so that the customers, they feel that it's harder to leave. If let's say you buy a service, then you know that the person servicing the product, they are constantly improving the product. Then you know that wow, they are putting so much effort already. Then why should I leave, right? Okay. So example, okay, this is a company I'll share later. Okay, secret. I won't share too much first. Okay, so the first company is this company called Oracle. How many of you know Oracle? Recently, there's a lot of news surrounding this company. Okay, if you see over here, okay, just this month, I think about last week, few days ago, this company actually jumped by 40%. Okay, this company jumped by 40%. So wait, let me see some of your comments. Okay, some of your comments over here. Okay, AK say they integrate stuff and then procurement etc. becomes hard to change unless it's a new solution. Okay, and Kelvin say enterprise or consumer focus. The companies that I'll share later is more enterprise focus. Okay, they do mainly B2B lah. Okay, and yeah, Kelvin say, oh, Kelvin, quite a number of companies that you share is later I'll share one. Okay, okay. So yeah, Ivan say Larry become the top richest man in a few hours. Yeah, definitely. So very exciting. This company, I just share a little bit of what's happening to this company, because a lot of you, if you don't catch the news, if you are not in our network, this kind of news you don't catch it, then it's okay. You just watch my live. I will share with you. Okay. So Oracle, just to share a little bit of what they do, they basically do enterprise software, but currently they are announcing that they are shifting more to cloud and AI. Okay, and they are mainly in the database business, and doing a little bit of what we call the predictive analytics. Okay, using their cloud services, and most of their customers are actually the Fortune 500 companies. Okay, very deep pockets lah. Okay, and governments, which is same thing lah, Akong's money. They have very big projects. They actually, once they use a certain service, usually it's very hard for them to switch lah. Okay, so recent push is also because they are going into AI lah. Okay, which is what we're talking about today. So what happened? Why Oracle suddenly go up by 40%? 40%, guys. 40% is like, wow, is that's why they say Larry become very rich overnight. Yeah. Okay, and I think they almost reach $1 trillion dollars market cap. Yeah, just within one day. Okay, the reason why they actually have this is because they also shared that they are going to AI. They are going into cloud backlog while they are going green. Okay, and the reason is this. Ivan is correct. They actually signed a cloud deal worth $300 billion with OpenAI. Can you guys imagine? $300 billion. I don't even know how many zeros is that. Okay, and basically this revenue stream is going to come in the next few decades, if I'm not wrong. Okay, they announced that they actually have this contract with OpenAI, and it's gonna be worth this lah. Okay, that's why the thing surge. Okay, 40%. Okay. So you see this Larry suddenly very happy already. Okay. Now he can go and do some hair transplant over here. Yeah, just kidding. Okay. So just to have a little bit more fun, we actually went to dig in a little bit deeper. Okay. So basically they are saying that OpenAI is going to pay $300 million, $300 billion to Oracle in the next couple of decades. Lah. Okay. I believe by 2029 or 2030, lah, okay, that these numbers are going to come in. And we know that OpenAI, which is ChatGPT, has not been profitable yet. Okay. After Microsoft actually invested quite a big sum into them, they have not been profitable. Okay. Revenue wise, they are very good, but they have not been profitable. So how are they going to pay this $300 billion? I question mark. How they pay $300 billion if they are not profitable yet? Okay, that's why it's gonna be paid out, I believe, in 2029. Okay, it's gonna come later on. And that's why now a lot of people, they are factoring a lot of the future revenue, future growth into Oracle. And now it's 2025. Okay, this is their prediction. They are gonna make $13 billion this year. Okay, so how is it gonna happen? They expected, okay, they will grow until $29 billion, and then $54 billion, $86 billion. Hey, but I think you add up everything, it is still not $300 billion. So yes, Ivan is right. They might borrow money, they might raise more funds from other investors. I mean, other than Microsoft, there's still other investors out there, lah. You know, there's Google, there's a lot of other companies. But now everybody have their own, version of ChatGPT already. Okay, so the market is giving it so much premiums and overpriced it so much. That I think that is a bit. Maybe it will take some time lah. Maybe not 2029 lah. Okay, so this is what we as investors we will do. We will dig a little bit deeper and see how they actually will be able to achieve this. Okay, so Oracle is of course is poised to be one of the leading companies in the AI SaaS industry. But there's another company that is over here. Okay, our favorite company of this year, it is up 128%. Okay, this is just, I think I just taken it not too long ago lah, this earlier today. Okay, it is up 128%. Okay, so this company, if in case you all don't know what they do, the founder is this guy called one of the founders lah, is called Peter Thiel. Okay, this guy, he actually founded PayPal. Okay, and he has been doing a lot of businesses in the Silicon Valley and Palantir. After PayPal, he actually went into Palantir. So this has been his baby for a while now lah. And then he's together with Alex. He is building this for the last, I think, since 2003, if I'm not wrong. So about 20 years already. Okay, 20 plus years lah. And based off in experience, and that's why people give Palantir such a huge premium as well in terms of the stock and how is it going to perform. But let's look at what Palantir does. Okay, Palantir's core businesses is in data analytics and AI. Okay, and it builds platforms to help government and enterprise make sense of huge complex data sets. Okay, and what do they actually do? A lot of it is involved in the military, okay, used by government and defense and intelligence. But this Palantir Gotham actually comes from Peter Thiel's experience in PayPal, where they were actually doing a lot of fraud detection for transactions. You know what PayPal does, right? So they were using it to predict like fraud transactions and protecting the consumer. And that's why he bring this knowledge into Palantir. That's where they put it into counter-terrorism, battlefield decisions, and even planning the battlefield as well. So they will use it to stimulate certain situations and see what are the data that they can actually do They can plan all the battlefield formatation and things like that. Okay, I'm not very familiar with military, so this is what I actually dig out and I read about it, and that's why this is one of their core products. Okay, and the second part of their product is actually used more by businesses. So you can see that these AI SaaS companies, they are all very B2B lah. They are rarely in the B2C space. Okay, so Palantir also does businesses with healthcare, energy, supply chain, but the big bulk of their business actually comes from this part, which is the Gotham side lah. Okay, and there's also the Apollo side, which helps manage the AI across different environments. Okay, so by the way, guys, how many of you are investors of Palantir? Can you type P in the chat? Let me know lah. 100 plus of you confirm got a few is Palantir investors one. Confirm have ah. Yeah. So oh yeah, by the way, my team always ask me to remind you guys. Okay, we have a free workshop, okay, which is 16 September tomorrow at 8 p.m. So if you guys want, you can go and scan this QR code, okay, or you can go to this link. Okay, let me press the link over here so that it pops up. Okay, so that I can post in the chat. Free workshop. Okay, I always forget to do this. Then my team will tell me, hey Rachel, you forget this. Okay, you forget to do some promotion for our free workshop. Okay, so if you guys are interested, okay, so we are actually going a little bit more deeper into certain strategies that we use on these AI SaaS companies. We use we will be teaching you guys 2 strategies in this workshop. Okay, it's about 2 hours. Just go and attend it. It's gonna be very interactive lah for this workshop. So make sure you go and attend, and also I'll be the one teaching the class. So I'll just leave it on for a short while so that you guys can go and scan. How many of you attended my workshop before? Can you type me in the chat? How many of you attended it before already? Okay, if you attended before, can you guys let the rest know how useful this workshop is? It's actually one of our flagship program. So we share strategies, we share examples, we share quite a number of things lah. Okay, and of course, because we love doing what we do, right? So that's why we share this kind of next level live free workshop as well. Sorry, the now you're attending the 1 hour session, but I actually go a little bit more in depth into strategies lah, not just companies, but strategies wise. Okay, so just go and attend it, or send it to your friends as well if you know that they are interested in investing. Maybe your colleague asks you a little bit about investing before, then you paiseh lah, you want your results too good already, you don't want to share with them, then you send them to me. I will help you to train them. Okay, okay, just kidding. Okay, so just go and scan it. I'll leave it the link in the chat. Okay, so the third company that I really want to share with you, okay, one of my favorite companies, and this is the one that I believe right now, okay, if we look at the charts, you can see that it is actually in a very good support. Okay, it is turning a little bit back up already. Okay, year to date, this year is still up 25%, which is not too bad. Okay, but I do believe that this company, there are some opportunities. Do you guys want me to look at the technical analysis? If you want, type TA. Okay, only if there's enough interest, then I will go and have a look at the TA. Okay, and I'll just share with you what I actually think about this company. And this is a company that I am looking closely at. Okay, for in the next couple of weeks lah. Okay, by the way, guys, if you guys don't know, I think this Wednesday, I believe Wednesday, there's what's Thursday? Okay, let me check the announcements on Forex Factory. I believe this Thursday the FOMC is gonna have some announcements. So are you guys excited to see whether there's a rate cut for our Feds? Hey, y'all know what's going on, what's happening in this September or not? If you don't know, better be careful, guys. Okay, I'll share what's going on. Okay, today there's the CPI, okay, and there's quite a number of things. It's Thursday. Okay, you see this thing over here. What is this, guys? This is the federal fund rates, and basically we are gonna know at 2 a.m., okay, which is Wednesday night, whether we would be having any rate cuts or not. Okay, of course, there are so many other things lah. Okay, Australia, New Zealand, not so important now. Okay, okay, but we are looking at the USD ones. Okay, so important time to actually take note of. Okay, especially for your portfolio. Okay, if you wanna go and top up your brokerage account right now already. Okay, don't wait, 卖图了. Okay, so anyway, this company CrowdStrike is one that I do think there's some opportunity going on. I'm still observing. Okay, so what CrowdStrike actually does, their core business is actually in the cyber security SaaS space. Okay, and what they actually do, they have this thing called the Falcon platform, which is delivered by the cloud. And this cyber security, I mean, last time when you actually buy your own laptops, when you install your functions and all that, you will see there's Norton virus and all that. Basically, CrowdStrike does the same, but they do it for government agency. Okay, and they also help by reducing the number of cyber attacks. Okay, let me find my pen again. Okay, so they help to protect organizations from cyber attacks. Okay, detecting threats in real time, and also preventing breaches using AI, using machine learning. They can help companies and government agencies to prevent from getting attacked. Okay, there's a lot of scams out there and a lot of viruses that is now is everyone is very very aware. But if let's say you are a government agency, the data that you have is even more sensitive. Okay, imagine our those of you who is in Singapore, imagine our CPF board, our URA. They need to have this kind of level of security, and they need the AI to help them also to protect our information, protect our data, and also protect their banks as well. Okay, so they also use endpoints to go and monitor, the laptops, things like that across the globe lah. Okay, this one also important. This is the one that is very important. Okay, prevent breaches. Okay, I realize I don't draw on the screen better. In the end, become very ugly. Okay, but anyway, they use AI, which is through the Falcon system. They have trillions of security events weekly. Okay, prevent new attacks from forming. Okay, and they also block the threats before they actually even come to vision. Okay, they also reduce a lot of things lah. Basically, they do so many things over here. And why is CrowdStrike so important or cybersecurity protection so important is because we see over here the number of data breaches. Okay, we already see now banks in Singapore, there's a lot of data breaches. Okay, last time there was also Meta also got something like that. They cannot attack, but they didn't have the protection. That's why they leak all the information out. Okay, and this is not even that recent. It is 2005 to 2020. Okay, in COVID times, you see that the number of attacks is going up. Okay, it's going up so much. So that's why the identity thefts, the importance of protecting your data for all these companies, all these big enterprises is so important, because everybody is very sensitive to their data lah. You don't want people to know what is going on in your information. Now in Singapore, you cannot even ask people to show you their IC already. Okay, that's how important your data is. So the data that the data breach that is actually caused, in terms of category, malicious attacks are actually the one that forms the biggest pot of the pie. which is 52%. I mean, human error, okay, 23%. This one very hard to avoid lah. Okay, system glitch and all that. But malicious attacks means they purposely go and attack all this company. Okay, this is what's happening for the last, I believe, 25 years lah. Okay, so that's why CrowdStrike is so important. Okay, and you go and see in terms of the cybersecurity space, there is so much money being poured into this space. Okay, this is even the prediction is going to be forecast that it's going to be worth, the market size is going to be worth $608 billion. And every year they are expecting the CAGR to be growing at 12.2%. And eventually they predict that it will reach this $600 billion industry. Okay, right now we are here. Basically, they're saying that this industry is going to 3x in the next, how many years is that? 8 years. It's going to be 3x. Okay, so can you guys imagine how much resources and how much money is being poured into this space? And that's why this is the company that I'm watching right now. And in terms of retention wise, it is also you know that as a software as a service, it's very important to make sure that their subscription, they actually have a very good retention. Okay, so you can see over the last few quarters, can you guys let me know, is it good or bad? G or B? Is their retention good or bad? 97, 98%. How many of you wish that those of you who are in businesses, your business owners, how many of you wish that your customers come back to you 97% of the time? 97%. To me, it's super good okay, and this is this year's results, and it is damn good. Okay, how come? Oh, okay, I never see all your responses. Okay, it's damn good. And this is their annual revenue, recurring revenue that they actually have. Yeah, the retention rate is so good. And can you guys see that it is 112% net retention? Okay, can you guys imagine? And you must be wondering, how do you actually reach more than 100% retention? It's because the people, they spend even more money with them. They do new contracts with them. Okay, this is also calculated inside because when they buy another product that is recurring, or they maybe introduce their other departments, other contracts to pass it to them. Okay, this is how good the cybersecurity space is doing now. Of course, is CrowdStrike the only company? The answer is no lah. There's so many cybersecurity companies out there. But if you have friends that are in the cybersecurity space, go and talk to them and see what they actually think of CrowdStrike as a company. But when I talk to my friends in this space, majority of them, they say that CrowdStrike, it is still the best. Okay, CrowdStrike is still the best out of all the cybersecurity companies out there lah. Okay, so this one you go and think what you want to think lah. Okay, okay. So next company is this company called Salesforce. How many of you know this company? Can you type CRM in the chat? Okay, how many of you know this company? Let me see. Sorry, I'm supposed to go and look at CrowdStrike, the trading view. Okay, sorry, I promise you guys to have a look at it. Okay, let me see. Let me share this. Okay, let's look at the charts over here. Okay, for those of you who attended my workshop and my classes before, you know that how to roughly see support and resistance, right? Can you guys see? Okay, can you guys see what's happening over here? Okay, to me it's very obvious. Okay, it is I think the 50 days and the 100 days EMA. It's kind of touching lah. It's kind of, but now market is not open yet, so it's fine. But that's why I'm actually observing this company a little bit. Okay, my students, if I ever enter, I will of course let you know. Okay, those people who are not in our community, we keep it a secret lah. Okay, we don't tell them. Okay, just kidding. So yeah, this company okay, by the way, the reason why CrowdStrike, even though their results are so good, they are actually dropping is because I think there was a certain, when their earnings came out, it didn't do that well. Okay, it didn't do that well. I think they missed some of the estimate by just a little bit lah. Okay, so these are the opportunities that as good investors we always look out for. Good companies at a good discount, then we go and look at it lah. Of course, technical analysis is always the last thing that we look at. We always look at the fundamentals first. Okay, so yeah lah, you all know what to do lah. Okay, okay. So yeah, coming back to Salesforce. Okay, I see many of you knows what is Salesforce. Only 3 of you know Salesforce. So little man. So little. Oh, so many people. Okay, anyway, Salesforce is a company that does customer relationship management softwares. Okay, their core businesses is they are doing this thing called the customer relationship management. Okay, for us, we also use it as well. That's how we keep our database. That's where we contact you guys as students. We email you, we tell you that, oh, we have this workshop going on, we have this training going on, go and attend. So this is what CRM does as well. Okay, it helps businesses manage every stage of the customer's life cycle. Okay, and it does a lot of automation as well. Okay, I didn't know if I write here. Okay, it helps to track sales. It helps to look at marketing campaigns, customer targeting, segmentation, tracking all the leads as well. Customer service, when people have questions, they want to ask certain stuff, then they can actually use CRM to reach out to the businesses as well. Okay, analytics and report, and that's why they are also using AI to support a lot of these things. Okay, AI to help to reply the chat support. Okay, and also tracking certain campaigns, whether they are doing well, whether their customers got any feedback or not. Okay, and why is it SaaS? It is actually a company that was a pioneer in SaaS. Okay, that's why this is the one that is inside my own personal portfolio. Okay, so they are actually the ones that started the whole SaaS, the subscription base. They are one of the pioneers, one of the first few companies that started doing that. And instead of buying a software on CD, they actually were the first to start with cloud subscription. Okay, so one of the pioneers. That's why it's been growing very, very well over the years. And it was this company that they started doing the no software logo lah. Okay, they didn't want to put in the software logos over there. Okay, and in terms of Salesforce, okay, let me just share a little bit lah. Okay, y'all want me to share or not? Want me to share about the CRM not? In terms of technical analysis. Hey, Ziran, you are here. Hello, hello, Ziran. Long time no see. Okay, I very long never do next level live really. So don't get to see that much of you guys here. Okay, so if y'all want me to take a look. Okay, hey, hi, Arisha. Okay, nice to see you. So, yeah, so CRM, I would say that there is a little bit of opportunities down here. Okay. Of course, for me, I entered I think a couple of months back. Okay, not too long ago. It is still going on a little bit of testing certain support and resistance as well. Okay, but this is a company that, if you guys are interested in SaaS companies, you can have a look at lah. Of course, CRM, is it going to be a growth company that will give you like 10x your money? The answer is no. Okay, because it is a pioneer that has been around for a while. It is not going to grow like 100% for you lah. But every year, their business is growing at maybe about 8 to 10%. Okay, so this is the kind of expectations that we see lah for this kind of companies. But of course, if you want to do options, there's also opportunities as well. Hey, hello Desmond, nice to see you here. Okay, and that's why when companies go on a little bit of downtrend and we do see a certain formation that tells us it's going to break out, that's where we use options. Okay, options, even though when the company is growing at 10%, it can give us a higher leverage of returns. Okay. Yeah, Ziran, of course I remember. Okay, CRM all the way, upside better than Oracle. Yeah, because Oracle, the business, I think they are mainly relying a lot on their deal with OpenAI. That's why it has been really boosted quite a lot. Okay, so back over here, our Salesforce. Okay, so this I won't go a little bit too in depth because this is a company that I shared with my student. Okay, so you all just go and make your own decisions. And the last company I also shared on Next Level Live before, which is Datadog. Okay, year to date, it is down almost 5%. Okay, and why is Datadog down 5%? Even though you see over here, I believe it's here when I shared about this company, it was actually included in the S&P 500 last quarter. So we did see a big jump of their share price. Okay, but after that, go down again. Okay, but let me tell you why this is a good company that we can look at. Okay. Hey Desmond, Beyond is in reservice, okay? And we just finished our weekend class last weekend, so we take turns lah. Let us one person rest, then one person do the sharing. Okay. If you miss Beyond, I will let him know. Or you can message him lah, Desmond. Okay. So Datadog, they are actually a platform that tracks everything that happens across different tech. Okay, that can be servers, they can be database, okay, database like CRM like that lah. Okay, and to apps and user experience. Okay, so how they actually do it is they actually monitor using a dashboard. Okay, basically you imagine you have all this data, all these different softwares that is working for you. Maybe your sales department is using one, your marketing department use one, your operations department use one also, your finance will use different things. Okay, so basically what Datadog does is they actually combine everything and they make it into a dashboard. Okay, so they pull data from all these different tags, different software. They trace the things, event that's going on, as and when you update it, they give you a dashboard for all these metrics. Okay, a one-stop solution to let you see all these things at one go lah. Okay, and they also do application performance monitoring, which is APM, to help all the developers, the IT teams to find bottlenecks in their applications lah. Okay, this one a little bit. Any developers or engineers here, you would know what this means lah. Okay, basically to see whether there are certain things that is blocking your app from performing. Okay, so another thing is they also do security monitoring, which is a little bit of AI stuff as well to see suspicious behavior across the cloud lah. Okay, and the AI stuff is also to see any fraud detection. Okay, to forecast any needs and also automation. Okay, and who uses it is again the large enterprises. Okay, the government contracts that they are doing. Okay, some of their customers includes Netflix, Peloton, Samsung. Okay, you see over here very very big companies. Okay, Datadog always say that their customers are very big, and you can see that it's real. It's so big. All these companies they have recurring contracts with Datadog. Okay, so again, Datadog right now I don't think there is opportunities there. Okay, but of course do your own due diligence of all the companies that I share over here. These 5 companies. Okay, maybe I forgot to do a summary slide. Okay, but basically let me stop share so that y'all can see a summary of my slides. Okay, so the 5 companies that I shared with you guys, do you still remember? Okay, the first one is Oracle. Okay, Oracle that does a lot of the cloud stuff as well. And the second one is Palantir. Okay, wait or maybe I share my screen lah, easier. Ui. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Oracle, Palantir, and CrowdStrike. Okay, for those who miss it, Salesforce, and also Datadog. Okay, these 5 companies are the ones that I mean, based on my research, they are the top companies. Whether there is opportunities or not, we do have to see technical analysis wise, and also do a little bit of valuations to see whether these companies they are at a good entry point. Okay, so of course, again, do your own due diligence and see whether these companies suit your portfolio or not. Okay, it's always good to diversify a little bit. Okay, everyone is into AI right now. Of course, don't go and chase the cloud lah. Okay, don't, I mean, cloud as in CLOWD. Okay, don't just go and chase it because Rachel say it's good. Okay, make sure that you do your own due diligence, and if there are companies over here that y'all want us to cover, please let me know in the chat as well. And also do support all of our lives. This week we have quite a number of lives going on, and tomorrow again I am going live as well on 16 September, 8 p.m. Okay, remember to come onto our workshop as well to have a look at what are the strategies that you can use in this current climate. Okay, always, hey Ivan, thanks for sharing, okay, the summary of all the companies that I shared. Of course, do share with your friends as well this workshop. Okay, let me post, okay, in the chat again this link that my team scold me. Okay, I've always forget to share. Okay, go and share with your friends over here. What are the things? Okay, maybe we just take the last 5 minutes to answer some questions you guys have. Any questions you all have? Okay, let me share the QR code. Okay, then I can stop share and talk to you guys. Okay, wow, I have 120 plus of you. Where did the sudden surge of people come from? Okay. Hey, y'all don't have questions. I have question, then I go and rest already. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, do share with your friends. You can scan the QR code over here if you have people that you know they want to learn investing. Especially at this current climate. If let's say you're not investing, or that you have to start but you don't know where to start, then this is a good starting point. And I always tell my students lah, last weekend I also repeat quite a few times during class, the best time to start investing was actually yesterday. Okay, and the next best time is actually today lah. When market opens, then everybody get too excited lah. But don't get super excited lah. Okay, just make sure that whatever you're investing in is money that you don't need for the next 6 months. And of course, always make sure to portfolio size lah. I mean, just a fair warning. We know that Wednesday, there is gonna be quite a lot of people watching the markets, and there's gonna be speculation. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. Okay, of course, I'm not gonna tell you that the Fed is gonna cut the rates. Then that's where your portfolio will go all-time high. That's not gonna happen. But no one knows what's gonna happen. And if let's say you guys feel that you are not prepared yet for the current market, or you're not sure what's going on, not sure what to do, just come for our workshop. Okay, I'll give you guys a more in-depth understanding. Okay, today we just share a little bit of the companies that we are looking at. But of course, end of the day, how is your portfolio going to perform? How are you going to make money? Is through proper portfolio management and proper using of the strategies that I'm gonna share with you on tomorrow. Okay, again, please make sure you don't do crazy things to your portfolio. Don't, because the FOMC coming on, then you kanchong then you go and sell all your shares. Don't do that. Just make sure that your downside, everything is protected. You are not doing dangerous stuff, like not going to do sell put without the money. make sure that all these things you're well prepared lah. Okay, because fair warning on Wednesday FOMC gonna announce okay, so everybody, I think y'all don't have much questions. Is it cause the things that I share is very good already? Then y'all not much questions, is it? Okay. Okay, if not much questions, then I hope that how many of you like today's session? Can I just get some feedback? If y'all like it, can you say yes in the chat? Then at least I know that y'all like lah. Because every time I do this live then y'all don't ask question, then I don't really know what y'all want to learn eh. Okay, now got 100 plus of you watching, then nobody reply me one. Okay, Lee say yes. Okay, Sarah. Okay. Now I asked, then you all reply. I asked for so long already. Okay, Lee say yes. Sarah say yes. Okay, Alien. Wow, Alien can tell me whether the stock market is going up or not. Okay, y'all say yes. Okay. Arisha. Oh, nice question. Visa is I just a disclaimer. I do have Visa in my portfolio. But recently what happened is when I actually opened up my letterbox very long never opened letterbox really. Then I realized that Visa, my Citibank card my credit card actually sent me a new credit card. And I was like, very curious what happened because I never request for a new credit card. It is not expired yet. There's no fraud on my credit card. I was just using it the day before. And in the letter, they tell me that your current card is Mastercard, but we at Citibank we have changed to Visa already. Sorry, the other way. It was originally Visa. You know the credit card that's the processor at you take out your credit card now there's this processor. So it used to be Visa on Citibank, but now they actually send me a new card and they say, oh, we changed to Mastercard. Okay, so right now I am still holding on to my Visa. I think that is still a good company, but I do sense that they are losing big. I mean, based on just this one incident, I do sense that they are losing a big customer like Citibank. So I haven't dig too deep into it because I'm just holding on to my shares and my options on Visa. Okay, but I will be seeing this year how's their revenue lah, and also how they performing. But traditionally, Visa and Master, they are two companies that grow together one. Okay, so unless you have another company or another payment processor that it is going to take over them in the next couple of years, and I do think that a big part is actually looking at whether they are opening up to crypto or not. Okay, in terms of now that there's stable coins, everything coming out, they Visa and Mastercard do need to adapt lah. If not, they are not open to cryptocurrencies, they are not open to Bitcoin, then that's where they will start losing out. Okay. All right. Okay. Jen say, oh, Jen, very, very kind. You have learned everything. Okay. Okay. A lot of info. Very good. And A cash. Okay. You have covered everything already. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Ziran, you don't anyhow go and do your own homework. Go do your own due diligence. Okay. I love BBY Lim. Wow, who is BBY Lim? But anyway, how you actually learn technical analysis? You can learn during our class lah. Okay. Technical analysis is really a form of art lah. It's very hard for me to just straight away show you, but you can basically look at very basic support resistance lah. Okay. Another person that is a technical analysis expert in our community, I mean one of my mentors is actually Julian. Okay. And Julian, I believe he is sharing next week about how he look at charts lah. Okay. So make sure you tune into that. And yeah, I think we have about 30 seconds left. But I had a good time today sharing with you guys AI SaaS companies. Of course, again, invest safely and make sure that your portfolio, your money is working hard for you every single day. Okay, that's all I have for you, and have a good night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at our sharing session, which is over here. Okay, don't forget to scan. And if you didn't scan it, let me share again. The link over here. Please go and share with your friends. Okay. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Have a good night, everyone. And today is a rainy evening. Please remember to take your blankets. Okay. Bye bye. Thanks, Margaret. Bye bye.